Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I am Sen, your executive producer here, and I want to thank you all very much for tuning in. I particularly want to thank our supporters over at our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, those being Samantha Bates, Jeffrey Alexander, Cat Waterflame, and L, without whom we would do these sorts of things we do now. So thank you very much for your support over the years, and those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our infrequent, supposedly bi-weekly Lancer RPG stream. I am Sen, your game master for the evening, and I am joined this week by Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara, and I am playing Helene, call sign Fury, who is piloting currently new SSC White Witch. What did I name this one? Hubbub.
And Shani.
Hi, I'm Shani, and I'm playing Valkyrie, piloting at the moment the SSC Atlas Fjordfemo.
And Andrew.
Hello, I'm Andrew, playing Skylar Shepherd, callsign Phoenix, currently playing the Knights of the Rose Banneret Frame Patience, though that may change, we shall see.
And we do not this week have with us Rudy playing Umbra, but hopefully eventually, if we get our schedule back on track, we will. And also, my Roll20 account is no longer paid, so we might not see Mara's new mech as a token.
That's fine.
But know that it exists.
Yeah.
But when last we left off, however long ago it was,
several months. Don't worry about it.
It's been some time. Look, space travel takes a while.
Almost 2 months.
The Lancers of the Demon Corps struck out at a Horus space station in order to locate from data that would link the assimilated mechs that they had been fighting with the Horus station fabricator in the system, which they were able to acquire that data, and also in the process fought Mimir, a individual that used to belong to the planet of the system of Umbraconus, which is the home planet of William's character Valkyrie, and he revealed to them that he was the creator of the assimilated, and they got some more information about the product, about the assimilated themselves, learning that it is some sort of a biological nanomachine replication. Insert sci-fi technology terms for zombie virus, and have now, after defeating Mimir's clones on the station, have retreated and are heading back to their home base. We pick up with the assault ship, or the drop ship that you all have been given, landing in the hangar at the temporary forward operating base of the Demon Corps, and the three of you disembarking. After you turn in the data that has been received, you will have a section of downtime. So, is there anything that you're doing immediately before we're getting into the downtime segments?
You alright, Valkyrie?
That's a very good question, and I don't think I have the answer for it right now.
Understood.
Right.
Take some time. I'll deliver a report to Empress.
The thing I think that I'm most thinking about right now and that most concerns me is that Mimir is also the name of my Comp-Con.
Oh. It's not, but it's not the same.
Not typically,
though?
but
okay. Because things can be named the same thing, and they're not.
Considering the possibility that it was scanned off of his personality, even if it's not a true AI, I think I'm going to be uninstalling it from my mech for the time being until I can further examine it.
There.
Go ahead and what skill triggers do you have, Valkyrie?
Apply fist to faces, patch, stay cool, survive, spot, take control, leader, inspire, assault, and read a situation.
Give me a read a situation roll real quick.
6. Great roll.
Oh boy.
Yep. Seems logical to you. Nothing. You're not missing anything.
Everything is fine.
Like I said, starting off great rolls.
Everything's fine. All right. You don't have any plus. Wait, don't you have any pluses? Oh no, you have +2. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. So
I would need a +6 to have that and have not been a failure.
That's right. Yeah. All right. So, what are we doing for our downtime actions?
I'm
Well,
gonna get a damn drink.
yeah.
All right. So we are going into downtime actions. Let's see. Get a damn drink.
That's better. Okay.
What'd you get? You got a 15. All right. You can gain a good reputation, a friend or connection, a useful item or piece of information, or a convenient opportunity. But you lose
One of the same.
one of the same. So what do you gain and what do you lose?
I'm going to go with that I gain a convenient opportunity, but I lose a useful item or piece of information.
All right. You lose a useful item or a piece of information. Okay. So let's see. What sort of a convenient opportunity are you looking for, do you think, that you're going to get from getting a drink?
Very good question. It's been like 2 months. Give me a sec.
Absolutely fair.
If it helps, we do have some Hessinian locals among our numbers at the moment.
Yeah.
Yep, you have a number of them actually. The people that have been freed from the rebel baronies, basically, effectively slave camps, where they were. In addition to that, you also completely took off an entire unit type from the rebel barons troop allotment. Because they no longer have the people that they were using to they were using to basically staple into explosive bomb mechs, and those people are in the base.
Or if you wanted something more specific to like the assimilated tech and Mimir technology and stuff like that, you do have all the rest of the Umbra Draconis.
Yeah,
you
the
have
Dragon
the-
Raiders are also here.
You have the Dragon Raiders.
If you drink
and
with them, someone might
also-
remember something.
You got the rest of them. You also have Berserker, who is
Whose name I can't remember.
you have.
Fiend.
Yeah, Fiend. Who is, so as far as you've been able to tell, you haven't interacted with him much at all, but you can tell from his tattooing that he is was at least one point a member of the nobility on Umbra Draconis.
Yeah, I think the convenient opportunity that pops up will probably be a chance to get some more on who the hell Fiend is.
Okay. Do you think you just get that directly from him or from other people?
Possibly directly from him. One of the few times that we actually interact. Because I get the feeling he's been avoiding me for the most part.
He hasn't been super avoiding you. He just hasn't been, like, coming up to you to talk. And you haven't really been seeking him out. But, you go into the canteen to drink. It's largely empty at the moment. It seems like a lot of the forces have been deployed. So most of the troops are on assignment right now, or are doing patrols or something like that. including a large portion of your own Dragon Raiders. However, one of the few people that is in here, it's sort of sitting at the end of the bar, where no one really goes, is Fiend. Fiend, as a reminder, because it's definitely been a while since I've given you his description. Fiend is a tall, pale-skinned, well-muscled individual. Brilliant red hair, very similar to yours, but not quite the same shade. Pulled back into a long, braided ponytail with the sides shaved short. He is missing one of his arms. Specifically, he is missing his right arm, which instead has a robotic prosthetic in its place. It also seems like he's missing at least part of his left leg. It's hard to tell. He always wears sort of like these loose fitting. He never wears a shirt. He always wears these loose fitting pants. But you can tell that his his left foot, which is visible, is prosthetic. So his left foot and right arm just above the elbow. And he has a very large, what's very clearly a very large burn scar right in the middle of his chest that is mirrored on his back, as if something went through him. And at the moment, he is sitting there drinking heavily, and he also has a very big bushy red beard.
Yeah. So, completely ignoring the implied threat of his positioning on the bar, Valkyrie just grabs a drink and sits down adjacent to him.
Looks over at you with he's holding like a big mug in his prosthetic hand. Looks over at you. Hey, hello there, Valkyrie. How are you?
Hey, not in the best of spaces at the moment after returning from mission, but it could be worse.
Yeah, tell me about it. What happened?
I ran into Mimir, of all things.
There's a crunching sound, and you look over, and he has just reflexively broken the mug he was holding.
Yeah, that was about my thought, too.
He looks down at the broken shards of mug. Looks over at the bartender. Bring me another. And just drops it. Did not know he was still alive.
Nor did I.
I had hoped he was not.
But apparently he's not only alive, he's also responsible for the, shall we say, techno-organic zombie plague that is on this planet.
This I am not surprised about. He says as another mug is brought to him and he takes it and just begins downing it quickly. So Valkyrie, we've been working in the same area for a few months now, and this is the first time you've come to sit down next to me while I've been drinking. I assume there's something you want to know.
Yes, there's I'm curious what your history is with Mimir, considering you have the look of one of those who is not gene-bred.
He looks over at you, tilts his head to the side, and just with his free hand reaches up and sort of pats the tattoos on his shoulder across from the sort of like up and to the left of the burn mark. Indeed, I am from one of the long-running noble houses of the great and glorious Umbra Draconis. Well, was. Disowned, dishonored, stripped of name and title, and exiled. He says, tapping his chest. This is what you get when you fail as a member of the nobility. A solid slug through the torso from mech mounted weaponry.
I'm surprised you survived that.
It takes more than a simple penetration to kill a man of Umbra Draconis. And you can tell he said that intentionally funnily.
Not that exile means much of anything anymore, with the planet being gone.
Yes, well. Once stripped of a name, there's no point picking it back up. So I am Fiend. It's what they labeled me. It's what I am. Where were you when the planets fell?
I was out raiding on the far reaches near the Catacomb trade baronies. The front over there was rich and wealthy, plenty of plunder to be had to be returned to Amber Draconis. But one day the planets, our contacts cross everywhere, simply stopped responding. The fleet was broken, not by any opponent, but by leadership falling apart. With the commanders arguing and killing each other over what to do next, I took those who would follow my lead and left.
So you did not see what had become of our homeland. Good for you.
Frankly, it's been so long, I don't know where it is location-wise anymore. It's drift without... Umbra Draconis was always hard to find, even with the navigational charts. That was one of its strengths. Without it, and without communication, I don't know if I could find my way back.
He sort of shakes his head. I don't know if it's even there anymore, honestly. The information you're missing from your adventures is that a cool card. The warning that I lost my reputation and name for went unheeded. I had discovered Mimir had been placing safeguards in his experimentations, things that would allow him control over the subjects he created, regardless of the hierarchy or military structure in which they were placed. The later generations, he says, looking at you, and he sort of like he reaches over. He doesn't touch, but he sort of points at some of the tattooing on your forehead that would indicate sort of your generational batch.
Yeah.
3-4 generations beyond your batch. Later generations were effectively puppets for Mimir to control. He would say the word and they would do as told. I warned the nobles, the royalty. They ignored me. Mimir had the pull, the power to challenge my place amongst the populace. Defeated me in single combat and had me exiled for dead. That's where I lost the arm and the leg, he says, holding up his right arm and tapping his left foot.
Mm.
He thinks for a minute. However, if he is back on the field, he survived his coup, I might know something that'll be useful. My family was proud lineage of weaponsmiths. We made the best weapons for the Draconis fleet. I believe in this system we had a supply depot somewhere. One of the outlying planets. I could dig up the information from records that I have access to still. The technology might be useful in our fight. I had not thought of it for years.
That sort of equipment might be useful, yes.
I'll see what I can find. But if we get it, you must take some. You must take me with you. I would see my family's work again.
I would not deny you this.
And maybe if we get the chance, we put our axes through Mimir's face next time he pokes his head out of the sand.
I killed a few of his clones, so there's that.
Yeah, the real thing is more my speed.
I doubt a man like that will put himself in danger until he's absolutely forced to.
Then we should have to force him. And I'm gonna say so. Opportunity gained. You now there will be with Fiend's information, you will be able to, if you so desire, lead a side mission to find and recover whatever's in his family vault. I'm gonna say that the information you lose. What'd you pick? What'd you pick to lose?
A useful item or piece of information.
Okay, I'm gonna say that because you spent your time doing that, there's another bit of information that you're not gonna get. So.
Fair enough.
Okay. Mara.
I am going to buy us some time. I want the. I don't think I'd be able to buy us any time with the assimilated kind of spreading situation because I don't think we know enough about where that's coming from or anything to be able to do that besides what we've already done. But I think I can I want to have Fury lead like small strike groups down to spread their forces thin and make it so that they can't destroy more of the planet than they've already done.
Okay. So what do you think would be a relevant skill trigger for that?
Take control if it's using force. That's probably the best one.
All right, go ahead and make a take control roll.
Yeah. This is +2. So 21.
Nice. Buy as much time as you need until the next downtime
Yeah.
session.
All right, you buy enough time. You buy as much time as you need. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So there was actually. So as you're going on your patrol, there was actually a batch of assimilated nearby that had been sort of encroaching on territory that you managed to just basically surprise and annihilate now that you're aware of what to look for. So yeah, you've actually removed one of the next mission option choices that I had. So
Yay.
that's not gonna. I don't know. That you just removed a clock. Congratulations.
Sweet.
All right. Andrew.
In the interest of improving the reputation of the Demon Corps, since well, let me try that again. We were hired by the people of Hessinia.
Correct.
So Phoenix would very much like to get to know more of them, spread the reputation of the Demon Corps as being people who solve problems.
Okay.
And generally just help to paint us in a good light, or perhaps a better light, with the people that we aren't actively trying to fight.
All right.
To that end, I think go diving might be the best downtime action.
Dive into the sea.
So diving's in
The long rim.
long
First
rim,
name
yeah.
you're looking for, a good time, specific person, time, attention, or aid. useful piece of information or useful contact or connection. If it's attainable or not on the station. You can use this action instead of get a damn drink from the core book if you like during downtime. Okay, yeah. There is a if you leave base and go a little bit farther out.
Yeah, like looking for a settlement or
Yeah,
like a city or something.
There's a relatively nearby town. This was where you set up the forward operating base was a mine. So like there's the mining town nearby you could go to and sort of go through there if you'd like. Go ahead and do you have any particular skill triggers that you'd like to apply to this?
Charm.
All right, go ahead.
Makes sense.
I got +4 in that.
Nice.
24, baby.
All right.
We're doing good.
You get what you're looking for and roll 2d20, choosing one result and picking up or losing the associated thing from either table.
Yep.
That is only if you get a 9 or lower.
Now, on a 20 plus, you get what you're looking for and roll 2d20, choosing one result, or picking up or losing the associated thing from the table.
Okay, I get you now.
Yeah, so you roll 2d20, pick one, and then that one you get to choose if you want to gain or lose. So do you
They're
want
both
to...
11.
All right, so do you
Rerolling-
want to gain or lose the 11?
Want to lose your pants or gain a brand new station?
It does say reroll
believe it's-
duplicates, so
Yeah,
reroll
rerolling
duplicates. Yeah, okay.
roll one more.
11 or 10.
One off.
So you can gain a station security officer who's very obviously attempting to follow you without notice, or a brand new station disease that causes you to break out into hives when someone touches you skin to skin. It'll clear up in a week. Or you can lose all your hair. It'll grow back. Or your pants. You don't. You do have to pick one though.
Yeah, I know. I have to pick one. Okay. I
just like the
will...
idea of you leaving, going out of the town, and then coming back without your pants.
Yeah, what was that we were talking about earlier about just walking in without a care in the world?
Yeah.
But I think I will pick up a security officer who is very obviously attempting to follow me.
All right. So you're in the town, in the mining town. This town
Find
is
myself the local watering hole.
Yeah, you're at a place called Eats. They have 2 items on the menu.
Eats and drinks.
They have
I order a round of...
They have like 7 different drinks, but only 2 like food items. It's a mining town. They know what they need.
Eats and other eats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You spent a while trying to pick between drinks because none of them sound particularly pleasing, but you're also trying to be like into the local culture and supportive and everything. So I'm gonna say you narrow down your drink choices to 2 things that you cannot translate what the name means. But if asked, they will very happily tell you that they are named after mineral deposits, or something called the splattering with no explanation.
I will order a round of the one I can't pronounce.
All right, yeah, it's very gritty, which isn't the way you want to describe a drink, but you know,
it's like a Goldschlager.
Yeah. But yeah, so you wisely avoid the splattering. It doesn't seem like it's ordered by very many people. And yeah,
I'm sorry, I just looked at the 19 on the potential game table. A hanger-on named Juicy K.
That's delightful.
I like 17, the meat sweats.
You gain the meat sweats.
And 16, a reputation as mistress.
Oh, imagine if Phoenix got that.
Yeah. But yeah, you're on your way back.
You have to explain to Empress how she became known as the mistress of the Demon Corps.
Right. You lose your dignity if you had any. Yeah, so you're on the way back, and you notice without too much difficulty that there is someone trying to stealthily follow you. They seem to be in. They seem to be in. They're what you would best describe as a very obviously plainclothes cop. Like, not at all hiding the fact. It's the kind of person that you would say, "Are you a cop?" and they would go, "Yes." You know, that kind of
Yeah.
that kind of person.
It's like, I have to tell you.
You asked me, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's doing the whole. He's going the whole 9 yards. He's like, has a newspaper that is very obviously not from this town. Every time you look over your shoulder, it's up, no matter what position he's in.
Yeah, he's just like standing in the middle of the street reading the paper when I'm looking at him.
But yeah, like at one point he gets to a lamp post and like leans back against it.
About 30 seconds later, there's a bench nearby.
You're right.
So I imagine I get to my mode of transport and
truck borrowed from the Corp.
Yeah. So I get to my truck and just like pull out the keys to unlock it and get in. But before I actually put the key in, I'm just not even looking up, but just say rather bluntly and loudly, "You got better things to do than tail me, mister?"
You hear muffled cursing and a stumbling to get away.
Oh, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, I've got a mobility hard suit on, so speed 5 and I can fly.
Okay.
So
how would you like
chasing
to stop
him down.
How would you like to stop him from getting away?
By getting somewhere quickly.
I would like to posit that if you're successful on this, it's entirely possible that you also have one of us nearby who just like steps out from around a corner.
We'll see. Go ahead and give me the roll.
That's 4.
Oof.
Mara,
Yes.
just roll me a D100.
Uh-oh. Okay. Sure.
Oh, boy.
Uh-huh. 83.
Okay. So, Fury,
Uh-oh.
you're in the middle of a flyover.
Yeah.
You're actually actively flying over this town, and you see Phoenix rocket up into the air
Oh, shit.
directly into your path, because Phoenix is sort of like looking down at something on the street as
Yes.
they launch in their mobility hard suit to try to cut this person off.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
have not seen you coming.
Oh, boy.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try and... well... I'm gonna try and not hit her.
Okay.
This is the part where I die. Because I am one
try,
woman and I have a
swear.
ship coming at me.
Like you just look up and a foot just takes your head off.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a
I've got stay cool.
yeah, give me a stay cool check to see if you can get out of the way.
Yeah.
Can
all
I
right.
do the same?
No, you haven't noticed yet.
Oh, right, yep.
+2 here. 13.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fast.
So, Phoenix, you look up just in time to see Fury's mech coming at you, and then Fury, you like yank the controls and go upside down as Phoenix passes by you. So there's like just that moment of like you're upside down as the head of the mech goes by, while Phoenix is right side up, and the two heads like sort of cross paths, but don't hit. And then Phoenix, yeah, you land on like a rooftop nearby where that guy had started running, and you look around and you do not see him.
And instantly, heart's going a mile a minute. Because that was a mech coming at me.
Yeah.
And friendly or not, that's still something that can scare the shit out of
Oh,
you.
absolutely.
So I've completely lost track of where that guy went.
You've survived not getting hit by a train, is what you've done there.
Well, get on the comms since there's a decent chance Fury's still in comms range.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was something that I just experienced. I don't especially recommend having a mech come at you at stars know how fast. But thank you for moving.
You're welcome. And then I play hang on, I'm gonna think of a song really quick.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah. Just sort of I just start playing very loud music over your intercom and I do not
Welcome
turn
to
it
the
off.
jungle.
Yeah.
Have fun and games. We got
And
everything you want.
people walking the streets might. Oh, no, they probably wouldn't notice because by that point I would have backed up to avoid being seen. But yeah, that. Ah, damn it.
Also, you're on a rooftop. So.
Slap the other side of the headset to kill the comms.
Make me a retroactive spot check for me.
Sorry, was that me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. 15.
So you lost their track, but you did notice that the newspaper again wasn't from this town, and you thinking back about it, and you're pretty certain you recall the name of the capital city of the planet on there.
Interesting.
Which is the only thing that really
Interesting.
stands out. Like very obviously a plainclothes police officer, but not obviously who he was working for. With the exception of the fact that the newspaper was referencing the capital city.
Do I know who has control of the capital right now?
The Royalists.
Okay. In that case, before I head back to base, I will go back to that bar I was at.
Uh-huh.
Back to Eats and just flag down the bartender again.
Yep.
And do the classic look side to side and then lean in a little bit and say, just a heads up, buddy. You may or may not have royalist undercover operatives in town.
Give me a stay cool check.
Yeah, I can stay cool.
Ooh.
No, I can't.
Oh no. Yeah, you're rattled.
So you can take 2 stress to push to get an advantage, which might roll at least a 2.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? Sure, I'll do that.
Let's take 2 stress. Roll a d6.
Come on, 2 or higher. Yes.
Hey!
There we
Yeah.
go. 14.
Yeah, you're stressed both from the fact that that there might be a royalist spy in the town, and also the fact that you almost got creamed by a mech.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's still on my mind.
But you managed to maintain that level of coolness that you need to get across that this is legitimate information, not just you having a paranoid panic attack. And the bartender seems to take you sort of at your word and let you know that they'll keep an eye out.
Right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to try and do some good for this planet without being followed again.
Exit to change pants.
Didn't
Well,
lose the pants.
Didn't lose them,
Exactly.
but they're going to be in the wash.
So yeah, you all regroup. At this point, the Empress is not at the base right now. And the Empress, as well as quite a bit of the militant forces of the Demon Corps, are out on assaults. You know that they had been leading further combat operations while you were all investigating the satellite. So you do get paged by the research team when they learn something more about the assimilated, and they'll bring you in and combined with the information that you've got, that they basically determined that while these nanomachines are capable of operating independently, they have to have some sort of controller. They've determined. There's something basically operating almost like a hive mind, but to a much larger scale, using the sort of the biotechnological machinations of this assimilation tech. Um, there has to be some sort of originating point of control on the planet. They figure they figure if it was a satellite, it probably wouldn't work very well because of the biological components. So it would have to be some sort of establishment on planet. Um, their suggestion then is to basically, if you can find, if in combat with any more assimilated, you're able to capture or recover any mechs that have the appearance of leading the groups or have the appearance of doing like sort of signal relay stuff, any communicators or controllers or drone controllers or anything like that. Um, that would be useful in potentially locating where their orders are coming from. Um, and otherwise, yeah, these are what you've learned has been pretty much thoroughly reinforced. These are biological. This is a biological threat. They're nanomachines. They will try to infect. They will try to infect anything that they get a hold of. So, getting exposed to a live specimen, they will try to infect your mech. They try to they initially seem to try to infect you via tech attacks at your systems, which is why your systems start sort of freaking out whenever they're around. And then if they succeed in those, or if they weaken you enough, they will try to actually physically take over the mech and you inside it. They don't think that the pilots that you saw were actually ever sentient outside of having been grown by the nanomachines. They're pretty certain that that pilot rig was all made by the tech. It wasn't like somebody got caught in their mech and was assimilated. That being said, they don't doubt that the nanomachines could repurpose you inside your mech for that same interface. So
Lovely.
Sort of take you apart for biomass, basically.
yeah, they don't doubt that they could do that. So eject is their sort of like their suggestion basically. Don't let them destroy your mech with you still in it.
Got it.
Because the hypothesis is that would be a very painful way to go.
And this, if we find like a leader kind of assimilated, they still need to be functional in order to
And so long as
determine.
the relay aspects, like any communication technology on them is functional, they should be able to follow that back. They don't need the whole mech functional, but that's going to be a call they're going to leave to you, basically, because they're not going to say how easy it would be to do one or the other.
Yeah. Because I ran over a bunch of them recently. But I don't think they're in the shape we left them in. Don't think that would work so well.
Probably not. But yeah. It's about this time. As Valkyrie, I'm assuming you're sharing the information you've gathered with the others.
Yeah.
So, as you're sharing this knowledge of a potential weapons cache, perimeter alarms begin to go off. The lights inside the base begin flashing red.
Nope.
And
What's that?
there are multiple alarms coming up, and the Lancers are called to the war room.
All right, let's move quick.
So,
Wait, twice.
you get to the war room.
Good to see you're moving faster now.
I will.
Freaked me out too.
Good to know I wasn't the only one, though I might need to see someone about my ear. Anyway.
Um, but So yeah, most of the allies that you have in the base are out right now. Most of the Oni are out. The only ones that are left right now are. As soon as my computer lets me get into my files. There we go. Demon Core allies. Hauler is here, and Sinner. Hauler and Sinner are still here, but basically everybody else is out on missions right now. So when you get in, Hauler's at the war table with a few other information people, and has basically external camera feeds on, and is sort of indicating on a radar map that there are incoming forces heading towards the base. Looks like, as far as we can tell from data readings, it seems like royalist troops on approach. They must have narrowed down that we were here, and looks like they're surrounding the base. We've got turret emplacements that we've built outside, as well as one of the broken bridges that was there when we came in has been repaired recently, so we've got mobility. We pretty good place defensively. The cannons are all placed up on the ridge around the entrance to the mine, so they'll be able to pretty effectively narrow or funnel troops into the canyon. So unless they're able to sneak around them, we're going to have enemy troops eventually funneling up from the south. So priority is going to be defense. We're going to be having your lances are basically the only thing we've got of defensible quality aside from the cannons right now. So all fighter hands inside the base are going to be manning those cannons and keeping the doors shut. So it's just going to be the three of you on your own right now.
What's the enemy composition look like?
Looks like it's mostly autopilots. We've got from the signatures we're seeing a lot of Hessidian autopilots, a couple troopers, and an engineer. There are also a few others. Just looking at it right now, that are showing up as commander type units. So we don't have strictly. We're still working out the details right now. So we're hoping to have that before they get here, but you're not going to have long to reconfigure your mechs. So I would suggest getting work on that, and we'll keep working out this radio.
I'm hearing a lot of ballistic weaponry, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, as I'm losing track of my things. Oh right, I forgot. Some of my things got destroyed on CopCon at some point. I don't know why. And I think the autopilot was one of them. Damn it. Okay, did I put them over here? Nope, I'm gonna have to rebuild those. But yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and hit our break. And then when we come back, we'll shift over to beginning a defensive combat. So, those of you that are watching live, please stay tuned for these first messages. Remember, when we take our break, you take yours. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. we're back. A dinosaur
A
story.
dinosaur story.
So the Lancers of the Demon Corps prep their mechs and march out into the canyon entrance that the last time you fought in was when you drove out the Royalist forces that were here to establish your forward operating base. So we're going to switch over to
Sure, it looked familiar.
Yep, you've been here before. Let's see if I can switch which mech is active. So those of you that are watching, you might notice that instead of mech icons, that you just have their pilot icons, and that's because they're all piloting size 1 or half mechs, and I don't have a plus subscription to Roll20 at the moment because I don't have a paying job, so I couldn't afford the monthly payments to be able to add more icons, so we had to make do with what we have for now. And it does also mean, though, I don't think I have an accurate mech for the active mech display for Mara or Andrew, so I'm just gonna have Pickle be your display for now, Mara.
That's all right.
So introduce the mechs that you are currently piloting to the audience, please.
Sure.
Valkyrie is piloting the Hjorthremel, which is the SSC Atlas. Currently outfitted with the Cyclone Pulse Rifle and Terashima Blade. And scoring some Jägerkunst for rapid murder.
Fury is piloting GMS Everest Sharp 2 because she didn't have enough time to come up with a name. And it has various things that I will pull out.
I guess
hopefully.
I could put the Sharp as your leading.
Yeah, you could. Including a howitzer and a Ferris Lash because it's my favorite.
You into the water.
Exactly. It's a old standby.
And Phoenix is now piloting the Chandrasekhar and Herschel Sagittarius, that she has named Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
It is a suit of power armor that is wrapped in camouflaging paints, fabrics that help it to hide and disguise itself, and it is equipped with a very large bow, a quiver of arrows, and a grenade launcher and a missile launcher, so that's fun.
I love that you put a bridge over the broken bridge that was over here.
It's been repaired. I've been doing nothing while you've been here.
I'm gonna be making use of that bridge in a second.
Yeah. All right, so as rep for the people watching, so we've got our 3 Lancers here defending the area. The area that they are currently in is their drop zone, that little bowl there. I'm just gonna mark it out here for you. This little bowl here, that's basically the end zone. You don't want the enemy to occupy that. In addition to not occupying that, you do not want the enemy to destroy your 3 turrets. You have a turret on the north. We're going to call that north turret. You have a turret on the west. We're going to call that west turret. And you've got a turret on the east. We're going to call that east turret. So those 3 turrets are the things that are keeping the north, west, and east lines of attack empty. If they go down, more reinforcements are going to automatically spawn in those areas because they are no longer being kept at bay by those turrets. There's a limited number of reinforcements that are going to be coming from the south, but they will get more if those turrets go down, because the people that the turrets are killing aren't going to be getting killed anymore. The turrets will defend themselves if they are attacked directly, but again, that means that they are not defending those lines anymore. So if they are spending too much time firing inside the canyon, they are not spending enough time firing outside the canyon. So try not to let them get occupied. The turrets are stationary; they cannot move. That also means they have a low evasion.
Boy.
They will get hit easily if they are attacked. So again, emphasis on not letting them get hit if possible. You will so long as the turrets all stay up, you will have to survive 5 rounds of reinforcements. They will come as each wave is defeated. Yes, Mara.
I have a quick question because I have a system that lets me protect an allied character within range. Can I designate a turret as an allied character for this
The
purpose?
turrets are allied characters. They do
Excellent.
qualify if they're in range.
Cool.
So you got 5 rounds of reinforcements. So the first wave will be starting now. After the first wave is destroyed, or after enough of them are destroyed, the second wave will come in, then the third wave, then the fourth wave, and the fifth wave. Every time a turret is destroyed, another wave will be added, and that wave will spawn instantly from both the south and whatever direction that turret is coming in. And then any additional waves beyond that will also spawn where the turret was and on the south location. You see now, hopefully, the problem with letting your turrets die.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, 5 rounds with a potential to go up to 8 if you lose all 3 turrets, with additional units each wave. You are starting in your zone up there. Enemies are starting on the map already. I'm going to be deploying them now. I'm also going to be fudging again because I can't make more icons. I'm going to be fudging a little bit what icons I'm using here.
Just got to use the labels.
These are. Make sure that y'all can see the names so that you'll be able to differentiate. These are Hessinian autopilots. We have 6 of them to start with. In addition to
There they are.
2 troopers. And this looks like an engineer, but it is in fact an officer. Alright, this is the first wave. So, the first wave consists of 6 autopilots, 2 troopers, and an officer.
Hello there, Oscar.
This is the easiest wave.
Oh boy.
That's because they're all, except for the officer, they're all tier 1. And you guys are license level 4 with additional licenses?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Tier 1 enemies shouldn't be a problem. At license level 3 is when, I believe, when you start facing tier 2 enemies. So...
License level 5.
License level 5?
Yeah.
Really? For tier 2?
Mm-hmm. Yep, tier 1 is 1 to 4, tier 2 is 5 to 8, tier 3 is 9 to 12.
My numbers were off, but you're fine. So, because you're not really tier 4. You're tier 4 plus. Because
we have extra stuff, yes.
You'll find, they say, looking at my dice.
All right, so we start off with players. So, PC, who goes first?
If we want, I have a howitzer. It's got a range of 20. We can move up and do a little bit of damage right off.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'm going to orient these guys.
Yeah, if you want to position those autopilots where they're actually at hex-wise.
Yeah. Let's see here. I have a speed of what in this mech? 5?
Oh, yeah, you can get basically anywhere. There we go. Like if anywhere around here-ish is where, excellent to try and land.
That you do. There are some obstacles in your way there. So I'm gonna mark these real quick in green.
Okay.
So this ridge is slightly obscuring. This ridge provides basically half cover to any mechs firing on either side of it, as does this ridge over here. This block right here provides full cover, so you can't really fire through that. This machine right here, this crane provides half cover if you're firing through it. And then the ridges on the outside here are all size 2 as far as height. So
okay, I can get up to there, and then
not to mention your howitzer is indirect. So
yeah, it's got the arcing tag. So
yeah, but it is 20. Hang on, figuring out where I'm going.
From right there, you can hit right around here and just splattered the
Yep.
the autopilots.
Yeah, so let's do that. Let's move up there and find my howitzer.
What's the
do
blast
this.
radius on your howitzer?
Um,
Also, is it ordnance?
it
I
is.
think it is ordnance, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
it is.
you'll have to fire that next turn then, because that has to be fired before you
Oh
move.
shit! Yeah, I see what you mean. Well,
That said, you're in good position.
yeah.
If you'd like to do any CCing on that bridge, you can also do that.
Oh yeah, if
Wait,
you want,
what?
if you have like the repulsion plate that you can throw on the bridge or something.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah.
Does that
Yes.
does that affect allies or no?
It does, I believe it does affect allies, but it is of the the user's choice.
No. Let's see here. For repulse, it says hostile characters.
Oh,
All right.
Allied characters may, and basically you can slingshot yourselves off of that. So
Yeah,
that feels
so
good.
we get to boost ourselves off of it basically.
Yeah. So I'll pop a perimeter plate right there
What's
within
the-
range 5. So I think I'm close enough.
So you're just beyond. You'd have to step a little bit closer.
You
But
drop it
right
right there, right at the edge of the bridge.
yeah. I can't get closer. That was my 5 movement to get where I was.
I mean, you can boost and then drop it.
All right.
True. Yeah, I'll boost.
Boost up to cover right here, and then you can just drop it on the middle of the bridge.
Yep. Yeah. Let's get nice and close.
Go ahead and draw where you want that plate to be.
How big is it?
Again. Like a 2x2.
Yes.
Yeah.
2x2 space.
So, look again. The bridge is now a perimeter command plate.
That's what I say. The bridge is now
Yeah.
the command plate.
Basically that. Yeah.
It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out.
All right.
And yeah, repulse.
Okay. Now it's going to be enemy turns.
Oh right, yeah. If they fail their hull save, they just get thrown into the lake.
All right. Let me look at. Yeah, so the conscript pairs act together. So 2 autopilots move at the same time.
I am starting this fight in storm stance, by the way.
All right. They have speed of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they in range of the... They are not quite yet in range of that first turret. At least not with that. Oh no, okay, no, their main rifle has that range. So the 2 autopilots, ignoring the approaching lancers because that's what they do, are going to start taking shots at that first turret. That first one misses. Second one hits. They're using their militia rifles, which has reliable 1. So the first one that misses still does 1 point of damage to the turret.
I would hope the turret has armor.
Does the turret have armor?
It's a demolisher, right?
Bombard.
Bombard.
It has no armor, no. But it does have resistance to all damage that originate from beyond range 3. Unfortunately, resistance would just reduce it to 1. Yep. So it's going to take 1 point of damage.
They're tier 2 bombards, right?
Yes, tier 2 bombards, and with
Good.
the automated turrets in plate. So this takes 1 point of damage from the initial one and from the second. Yeah, long-range artillery turrets, not armored, because that makes them a much more appealing target. I would think that the automated turret template would add armor, but apparently not. 4 damage for the one that hits, so it takes a total of 5 damage.
Reduced to 2, right?
Sorry, yeah, no, 4 reduced to 2, so total 3 damage. You're right, thank you. So that first turret is now under attack, which means it's going to start firing on an allied turn.
Unless I just kill it.
I mean,
Unless I just kill the autopilot.
It's going to turn to fire anyways because it took damage. But it's only going to fire once if it doesn't take more damage. Unless you manage to kill all of the enemies. So I'm just going to put the turret icon there to indicate that it's going to fire this round. All right, so that was their turn. Player characters. Would one of the two of you like to go? Or would you like the turret to go first?
I would like to kill things and draw their attention away from the turret so it doesn't keep getting shot at.
It is worth noting that the turret will probably destroy some autopilots.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So, if there's no objection.
No, I'm good.
Doesn't sound like it.
Go for
All right.
I'm still figuring out my strategy.
So I'm going to, as a protocol, at the start of my turn, engage with your female. I take and heat to activate Jägerkunst 1.
Jägerkunst 1, but can Jägerkunst them all?
You're gonna find out in a second. 1, 2, kick off of the crane for an extra 2 movement. 3, 4, 5, 6 into the plate, which then lets me.
I really like this. This is me talking while you're working your turn. I really like the mercenary setup, like mercenary inserting themselves into a war setup for a narrative like this. But I think next time I run Lancer, it's going to be the Lancers are just a independent mercenary group rather than part of a larger one. Just because I've realized a few faults in the narrative when I give you a mercenary group that has access to things like turrets.
7, 8. As a free action, I get to fly 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
It also means that you're kind of like waiting for your boss whenever there's narrative moments rather than taking a lot of initiative on your own. So
Yeah, it's the difference between XCOM Enemy Unknown and XCOM 2.
yeah.
Proactive
then-
versus reactive.
And then using a quick action to boost. 1, 2, 3. Kick off the wall. 4, 5.
But I do think that this format is great for learning the system both as a GM and a player. Because that way you're not having to worry about the narrative aspects. You're just worrying about learning the mechanics and things like that. And then once you've got all that down, then the harder part is doing the narrative.
All right, so I end up right the fuck here.
Jägerkunst go burr.
As using the combination of Jägerkunst for extra speed, 1 boost, and the free push off of the plate, I have transferred 21 spaces.
All right.
So, with that, I will then attack with my Terashima blade. I will use and skirmish to rate effect. Let me make sure I know what all I'm doing here. Yes, okay. So we will roll 1d20 plus 2. 16 to hit the Sicinian autopilot here.
That's going to hit him.
All right. So first, the damage of the attack. It's going to be 1 kinetic damage.
Which one are you damaging? This one right here?
This one.
Yeah.
And then several things happen all at once.
All right. Yes. Also on my turn, on my side. So what are the things that are happening for you? There should be 1 point of damage to it.
First up, I gain a Blade Master die.
Okay.
I have 5 leadership dice in my current leader. Yes, I have 5 leadership dice. I gain a Blade Master die. And then I use my Storm Stance reaction, which causes me to immediately deal 2 kinetic damage to each other character adjacent to both me and my target.
So the one to the left of it.
So no, the 2 that are both, as in adjacent to me and adjacent to my target.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. So adjacent to both of you, so which would be one enemy, or okay,
No, it's so the 2 that are south of me and the one that is next to it
also take
all take 2 kinetic damage.
All right. Boom, 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 boom. Anything else?
Let me double check, because this is a complicated weapon right now.
Terrashino Blade's always a complicated weapon. Oh, you actually have your Terrashino Blade now?
Yes.
Cool. What's its name?
Oh, God, what was the name I was going with?
All Terrashino Blades are unique weapons.
Yep. Yes, that was the one. Skofnung.
Yeah, Empress
Doesn't sound vaguely near weeby enough.
Empress's Terrashino Blade is called Zulmak.
Yes. Because Skofnung is a Norse name. Is the sword of legendary Danish king Hrolf Kraki, the best of all swords that have been carried in northern lands. So one to the primary target and 2 to everybody else.
I don't remember why Empress's sword is called Zulmak. I just know it's called Zulmak. All right, so as a reaction, you having damaged an ally enemy within sensor range, the Ascendian officer is going to use his press the attack option and attack you, dealing half damage if successful.
Go for it.
And okay. Yep, so it just gets an attack with its assault carbine. $14 to hit you.
Nope, my evasion is 17.
All right. So yeah, but it does get to move 2 spaces without provoking tax opportunity and ignoring engagement. So it's going to move over here. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
All right.
Are these mech size 1?
Yes. Actually, I think they're all size 1 or 1/2. The autopilots are sized half.
Okay.
They are basically like robots.
They're drones.
They're drones. Yeah, they're Roger. Yeah, they're battle drones, battle droids. The troopers and the officers are both size 1 though.
Okay.
So the officers are going to take their turn, and they are going to use. They're going to use their full action for 5 rounds rapid. They are going to pick themselves and both troopers, and all 3 of them are going to skirmish, targeting you.
Okay.
So they are going to. So the officer is going to attack you with its assault carbine.
That'll hit me.
19 to hit, and also it's going to move twice, move 2 spaces as part of the attack. You're going to take 6 kinetic damage from the assault carbine.
I will. Let me double check what Blade Master needs to do. Yep, I will use Jaeger dodge. Whenever I take damage from a larger character, I gain resistance to that damage and move 3 spaces in any direction as a reaction. This ignores engagement and doesn't provoke reactions.
All right.
Hi there.
So,
You're not going anywhere.
All right. The 2 troopers both load high impact rounds into their rifle and fire at you.
Yep.
High impact rounds, the attacks become AP and deal +4 kinetic damage on top of their normal deck, but then they have to be reloaded before they can be used again. And they are going to fire at you with their heavy assault rifles. And they both have advantage on this because you are in melee with it, because you are engaged with an allied character to them.
Miss.
That still does. That still has reliable 2, so you still take 2 AP damage. And 13.
That will also miss.
Also has reliable 2. You still take 2 AP damage. As all 3 of them shoot at you. All right. And that is there. Then he's going to... Let's see, that was his full action. So he still has a movement. And he can't overdrive, can he? No, he can't. You used your reaction already.
Reactions
I used
per turn rather than
I used one of my reactions.
Yeah.
What was that?
Reactions are you can take a reaction once each turn. You just can't use the same one more than once in a round if it says it's a 1 round thing.
Okay.
So if the officer moves, Shiny can overwatch it.
Okay. Yeah, this just go stay right there. All right, allied turn.
That leaves me or the turret.
You or the turret. Yep.
Well, I spent so long trying to figure out what to do and didn't actually get anywhere. Damn it.
That's just how it goes.
Alright, what I'm going to do is... I need to move up. My speed is... How much? My speed is 6. Okay, cool. If I park myself here, this is a cliffside, right? So that would provide some manner of cover.
That is a ridge. Yeah, that's a size 1 ridge. So
cool.
It provides you
okay
full cover. It's the same size as you.
It's bigger than her.
Sorry, yeah, because you're size half. Yeah, so it's full cover.
Cool. In that case, I am going to deploy an Eagle Eye drone that I have somewhere within range 10 and line of sight, which is...
So you can't see past the ridge.
Okay, so it has to go down this way.
So I have to go down that way, yep. Because it is bigger than you.
Yes, here will do nicely.
Yeah, the degradations here are that ridge right there is size 1. The ridge that is very obviously 1 step up from it is size 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then debris is like size half.
Yep.
Go ahead and draw where you're putting your
Oh,
your thing.
right. Yes, I should.
And what does the Eagle Eye drone do?
It hovers at height 5, and while it's active, I have the Eagle Eye Airstrike quick action, which I'm going to do now. Right there on these two.
Okay.
So it's wait, hang on. I should probably just put it in chat, shouldn't I? There we go. I need both of those autopilots to make agility saves.
How good are autopilots at agility saves? Not great, Bob. $15 and a 9.
Okay. Come on. Alright, they each take 1 explosive damage, and one of them is knocked prone.
Peppering them.
And I'm just going to mark that one with an...
Alright, anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's all my actions.
Alright, so the two autopilots directly above Valkyrie are going to activate. They are going to turn around, reach down to their sides, and pull an anti-armor det pack off their hips, and lob them at you. They are choosing to destroy the anti-armor det packs and make the attack with +2 accuracy instead of +1 difficulty.
Is this a melee attack or are they?
Yes.
Excellent.
They basically what they have done is they're taking detonation. They're detonating a explosives meant to destroy armored emplacements, and are using them on you.
Good. Please attack me in melee.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's a miss.
Wow.
Also a miss.
Wow.
Love to see that.
You love to see it.
Holy shit.
I'd like to imagine that
Well, they didn't
the
hit. So they don't
fuses
destroy
on
their
these-
det packs. No, they both
like
swing. They don't have fuses. They're impact explosions. But yeah, like.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
No. Never mind. If they don't have fuses and explode on impact, my joke is wasted.
So
it's just the two of them just grab like handfuls of C4 and try and swing their hands at Valkyrie, and she just sort of ducks.
well, no, not even that. They both like they've got these like blocks of C4 on a strap, right? And they both go to swing it at you like a whip or something, and you just the midair like kickflip motion that people in Ninja Warrior do all the time.
Yeah.
You do that as one goes above you and one goes below you. That's how badly they missed. That you're styling on them at the same time.
I mean, we're Lancers, of course we style on people.
Well, they get one more try. So let's try it again.
Miss.
An 11 and a
Miss.
14, and again, same. This time, I think you just dodged normally, but like, holy fuck!
This is why I brought this mech out, because it has a 17 evasion.
Very good, yeah. All right, allied turn. The turret's gonna go. You watch as the east turret turns, aims at the two, one of which is prone, autopilots, and fires.
It has +1 accuracy against a prone target.
Oh right, yeah. Prone is just bad for you in Lancer.
Well, that counts as out the difficulty for the super heavy cannon. And because it's dealing at because there are two enemies in the target, it gets +3 damage, so it's going to be 10 total damage for the attack. So flat, no difficulty or accuracy, thanks to your accuracy given to the 1. 19's going to hit, and then
With the
The other
difficulty
one.
on the second one,
also a 19.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm rolling way
Flat.
better for the turrets than I am from my enemies. So that's 10 damage to both of them. They are both still up, but very injured.
Well, one of them is down, but you know.
One's prone, yes. But, is there anything else? Oh, yeah. They also get knocked 3 spaces away from the bombard. So they go flying. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'd like to imagine the prone one just skids.
Oh, was in range 3 of the targeted space.
Thing is, they didn't even hit me, so I didn't get to do either Jägerkunst 2 or Cyclone Pulse, or rather, or
Well, don't worry,
Duelist.
because it's the NPC's turn, and the final autopilot couple are going to come over here to flank you
Try the same thing again.
and try again.
Miss.
17.
That one is exactly a hit. Yes.
One of them
There
hits
you go. There we go.
As you're dodging one, you've gotten a little cocky, which is, to be fair. And the other one hits you. You take 6 armor-piercing explosive damage.
So I will
And
use
you are
my
slowed and shredded until the end of your next turn.
Shredder doesn't do a damn thing to me. I will use my reaction when I am hit by a melee attack to parry and gain resistance to all damage, heat, and burn dealt by the attack. I will also then use
You
my
don't have any armor to be shredded.
I have no armor to be shredded.
Yeah.
Sorry, I only got the one reaction per round, so I can't Fatal Clash at the same time. That's fine.
All right. The other one, so that one no longer has a det pack, so it can't swing again with it. The first one does get a second chance to hit you with a det pack, though. 12, which misses again. All right. That's the end of the round because the troopers are considered to have already gone because of the officer. So, top of the round, in player character's turn. The turret is no longer going to be shooting this round unless it gets attacked again. Who wants to go first?
So top of the round.
Yeah, top of the round. So,
I mean, a howitzer.
actually, the last player character went was the turret. All the turret doesn't really count. So the last player character was Andrew. So Andrew, who's going to go after you?
Do we want some howitzering, or do we want Shiny to get the hells out of there before any howitzering happens?
That might be good.
What's the blast radius on your howitzer?
It is just 2, so it's not huge.
It was pretty huge.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So, just as an example, like if you put it here, you could hit everyone in this cluster.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yes, you should probably get out of there.
You know what? Yeah, Shiny, you go.
All right. What I want to do here. I will as a protocol, switch over to Lord's stance.
Which does what?
And then
What does Lord Stance give you?
I cannot make ranged or tech attacks, but any ranged attack against me that misses deflects off my sword, dealing 2 damage, same type as the attack, to a character of my choice within range 3 and line of sight of me. Any melee attack that misses me forces the attacker to pass a hull save or be knocked prone.
So you go from, I don't remember what stance you were in previously, but
I was in Storm stance, which was to hit everything around me.
So you go from like holding the sword in one hand down low to holding it with both hands up high, like that, or like in the middle stance.
And then
You're stance dancing.
I am absolutely stance dancing.
I want fucking streamers playing Lancer, or like streamers in a mech suit, just doing the, you know, like when you tap the shield to bring the shield up and then let it go and just keep rapidly tapping it.
Yeah.
Shut. Just on the battlefield, the autopilots are looking at you like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I will use a full round action to stabilize and restore my mech to full HP. And then I will just nice and smoothly slide through the officer's space,
Right.
which will provoke an attack of opportunity from all of the size half enemies if they so desire, because I ignore engagement from everyone who is bigger than me but not the same size as me.
Yeah, so only 3 of them have melee attacks left because one of them hit you successfully. So the 3 that have melee attacks left are going to try to hit you with the armored depth pack. Anti-armored depth pack. They still have +2 accuracy because they are on full-on blow you up mode.
Miss.
16, 5,
Miss.
and a 10.
Miss.
Still miss.
All 3 of those guys make a hull save.
All right, let me tell you how good they are at their hull saves.
My save target is 12.
17, 15, 18.
They all make it.
Yeah,
It's
they
unfortunate
roll.
they all
Nah,
actually
they roll
they
good.
actually rolled well there.
They don't get knocked over, but they do not miss you. They do not hit you. They don't get knocked over, but they do miss you. All right, anything else on your turn?
That's it.
All right, enemy turn. One of the troopers is going to go.
Oh, as a free action on my turn, by the way, I will calm Fury and just Fury, if you wouldn't mind bringing wrong accent. If you wouldn't mind bringing the boom, I'll give you one of my leadership dice.
Lick. Sort of the radio goes on inside.
So this trooper drops their rifle, just like slings their rifle down, pulls out a combat knife, and comes to approach you.
All right, come at me.
Oh, you're approaching me.
You are within melee. You are within engaged range of another enemy, so it gets an accuracy dice.
Miss. Make a hull save.
It's adjacent, so it has rank discipline, so it also gets an accuracy on the hull save. 23.
It's good. It's fine.
They
It's
can't-
more the they can avoid getting knocked over. It's more when I'm waiting for them to miss me with guns.
Yeah. All right. That's, and then he's gonna reload his rifle. That's his turn. All right. Player characters.
Fury, go.
Yes.
Open
Excellent.
fire.
All right.
You may
I'm
fire
gonna-
when ready.
I would like to skirmish. Fire my howitzer.
Okay.
Let's see.
Targeting this one right here. So you're gonna get everything except for those 2 in that one.
Yep.
All right. Roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks.
Sweet. Okay.
With that, what's
And if you're spending my leadership die on this, you get the accuracy on all of the attacks.
Let's do that then.
does your howitzer normally have difficulty?
Good question. I don't think so.
If it doesn't,
yes,
then-
it
No,
does.
yeah, it does.
okay,
it's
so then
inaccurate.
it's going to be a flat. So it's just going to be just a d20 plus your attack modifier.
Okay, good. All right. Yes, none there. Here's my button. A 12.
All right. So
A
that's-
20.
so
Ooh.
Just roll them all, and then I'm gonna go officer around
Yeah.
to the trooper. So
A 5. Oh god. Oh, those are so bad. All right, that's 5. Yeah.
All right,
One
same,
So
more.
one
one more.
One more.
God, ow.
Damn it. Damn
All
it.
right. So the first one does hit the officer.
Chris, you roll 20.
Who's going to grab? Who's actually going to grab one of the autopilots next to him and throw it away. So that first hit is going to deal damage to the autopilot right next to him.
All right.
Instead of
That's
him. So it takes 4.
4.
And
Yep.
the second hit hits that same autopilot. It takes another 3. Still
One
up.
damage roll applies to all
So
targets.
it'd be 4 to all of them.
Ah.
Oh, before all of them. Okay,
Which
so
is a bit of a shame. 'cause
so
there was an
the
8 there.
officer grabs the one and it just takes the 4 twice. All right.
All right.
Then the other one.
Is it 20 or above 20 that triggers a critical hit?
20 or above.
20 or above. Yeah.
So actually, roll another 2d6 and you get to keep the best ones.
Really? Okay.
Or specifically the second guy who took the hit.
2d6. A 5.
So a 5 and a 3 versus a 1 and a 2. So yeah, the second guy takes 4 from getting directed into the first one, and then 8 from the second one.
Oh, so he's dead.
Yay!
Love to see that.
You!
However, him dying does trigger the sergeant's Jaws of Hell ability. So all allied characters within his sensor range, which are all the enemies, get +1 accuracy on their next attack.
Cool.
All right.
Also, that does trigger his. Actually, you're not in range, so we can't do that. Never mind. And then the third one misses, the fourth one misses, the fifth one misses, the sixth one misses. So
Yep.
you hit twice. Unfortunately, they both hit the autopilot.
All right.
The autopilot's dead.
And then I am going to move this way.
I do love that ability of conscripts, like conscript NPCs. Particularly when it's less problematic and they're just a droid, like that one. But just the ability is just like, nope, you take it.
And
Right, the cannon fodder trait.
Yeah, it's great. I genuinely love it. It's horrific when it's not when it's not an automated pilot like this one is. But when it is just automated pilot, it's hilarious because again, it's just someone grabbing a battle droid and throwing it in the way.
I mean, when it's the bad guys, it's character building. It's the
Absolutely.
the like war anime moment of you get in the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And well, that's why the rebel baronies, the ones that the prisoner, the chained, those
Yeah.
were also conscripts. So they had the cannon fodder feature as well.
and I'm going to step back from my
At least the royalists used droids.
the one
Fair.
small thing. I'm gonna step back from my perimeter plate and I'm gonna activate magnetic shield. Line 4, first field, 4 spaces high. I want it to go here
Okay.
to protect our other turret in case they decide they want to split their forces and go after.
I will say, just in case
Yes.
you want to change that,
from
the path they're going, all of them are going to have to pass the first turret in order to get to the second one. At
Okay.
least right now. You know that there are flyers that will be incoming at some future wave. Those
Mhm.
won't. But right now, the ground troopers have to pass the first one.
Okay.
If that affects your tactical decision making at all, it doesn't have to, but
Well, I mean, trying it. I don't think I can get over there to
if
protect.
you step on your
that
plate,
one.
you get launched. Remember?
Ooh, I do. That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you.
It's
Yes,
a
I'll do that
Extra free
instead.
spaces.
You have a free trampoline.
I do. All right. I think I was here,
Yeah.
or was I there?
You were like
There,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's trampoline this. 1, 2. 1,
Boing.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's do that. And then let's do it in a line just here. That feels good.
And now, what does that wall do?
That is going to be obstruction for Mexican characters made at least partially of metal. It provides soft cover, and characters gain resistance to kinetic and explosive damage while benefiting from this cover. So if they fire at this thing, it's gonna help them.
So you're making it
Help the-
more difficult to hit the turret. Good.
Yeah.
And you have to shoot through the wall, basically.
Yeah.
If you move
floor
it
space is
one
high,
square
so-
over, it'll completely seal off the pathway to the turret.
One space has
So
to be
wait, like
adjacent to her.
Here?
Oh,
Yeah.
one space has to be adjacent. Yeah, because these areas right here are technically passable.
Okay.
I don't know if you have any more movement, but
No, I think that was all of
Wait,
mine.
What's your speed?
are you in an Everest?
5. Yeah.
If your speed is 5, you got plenty. You have
Did I?
Yeah, you moved
You
2,
went-
then you bounced 5.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3 for free.
Oh yeah, 3 for
6,
free.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got one more
yeah, you've
space.
got
You
one
can
more
step.
I
You
space.
can
do?
step one more over.
Okay. Then yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, so if you put it there, then that will completely block off the path.
Voila.
I mean, aside from coming from where you're at, but you're where you're at, so.
Yeah, they have to go through me now. And I have 16 HP.
Less than the turret. But you have more hull than the turret does, so.
I do. I can move
The turret has one hull and can't move.
and repair
Or,
myself.
sorry,
The
you have
turret can't do
one
that.
structure and can't move.
Yeah. That is my turn.
All right. Enemy turn. The other trooper is going to go.
I feel good
he's
about
gonna-
my mech
He's going
choice.
to
This is
reload
a
his
good mech.
assault rifle. And then start moving up this way. 1, 2. And he's going to boost. Okay, so that's his turn. PC. So
Okay.
just
Phoenix.
Andrew. Just Phoenix.
Yep. Guess that's me.
Go for it.
Okay. I probably don't have line of sight on that guy right now.
No, it's directly through your full
There's
cover.
a cliff in the way. In that case, I will.
Is your gear ordnance?
No, none of my gear is ordnance.
So you could just walk, a few spaces south.
Does your eagle drone not give you vision?
No, it. I can't like bounce an attack off it.
Okay.
Which would be rad, but
It would be
There
super
are-
rad, but no.
there are other things that can do that, as I recall.
There are certain Gundams that can do that.
Yeah,
Which one
couldn't
was
be
it?
me.
I think it was Gundam Wing, where there was one that would like throw out reflectors and then bounce beams around through it. I think it was one of the ones that the Char stand-in used, whose name I can't think of. speaking of Gundam, I still need to watch The Witch of Mercury, or
Oh, it's very good.
I think Witch of Mercury. I did see that they're
If I moved
remaking all the
down-
original Universal Century Gundam
Yeah.
like shows.
Okay, good. That is in range. Yeah. So we're gonna move to there, and we're gonna barrage. First attack will be with the Shroud missiles.
Who are you aiming at?
This guy right here,
All right, the trooper.
firing 12,
12 hits.
Yes.
Cool. 3 explosive, and I choose
Yes.
to create a blast 1 smoke cloud right here. So this entire space is soft cover until my next turn.
Thank you.
End of
At the end of your
Helping.
turn.
All right.
And let's see. Oh, perfect. If I park it right there, what's the... It's a blast 1. That's a little bit of pain, but it will help. I'm gonna fire the Hick grenade launcher.
I mean, if you can get it here,
right here.
you'll get the officer and those 3.
Yeah, but that's not what I want to do.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do something fun.
Alright.
Oh, does this thing that pushes them away from the point?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because if I hit at least one character with an attack from this weapon, I can expend a charge to use a concussion grenade and give everyone that got hit knockback 2. So I'm going to put people in the sea.
Get into the sea.
Excellent.
Okay, so 3 attacks. Leftmost, 7. Second, center, 18. And 14. And I will expend a charge because I'm pretty sure a 14 hits that guy that's right next to the cliff.
18 and 14 both hit.
Very good.
And honestly, again, the 7. I think the 7 doesn't hit. 7 doesn't hit, but the other 2 hit.
Okay.
Both of those 2 get knocked back too. Considering one of them is in the center, I think you have a choice of where it goes.
Then
It
he can
could
go.
also be into the
then he can-
into the water as well.
Then he can go into the sea.
It's a classic.
And as we know, autopilots can't swim, so.
There's
2
just
down.
a loud thump. And then those 2 go flying. And yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, that was dead movement. Yeah, you still.
Yep, that was full action, but I've still got my half my move left, so I'm gonna go hide again. Gonna go in my hidey hole.
Fair.
Back in the high.
I am a squish.
All right, and enemy turn. So let's. This autopilot pair activates. This one stands up. They're gonna march forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are going to try to shoot the turret, but they.
Notably, the one that stood up doesn't get to move.
Oh, right.
It takes their standard move to stand up.
Well, in that case. Yeah, in that case, that one's going to pull up from its back, emits a rocket launcher. And it's going to grab it, aim, and fire at the turret. The magnetic wall gives it difficulty. Or soft cover. Soft cover. Gives it difficulty.
Soft cover.
Okay.
Yeah. make
But
double check.
this is a hull save and not an attack, so
Soft
doesn't
cover
matter.
and the turret gets resistance to kinetic and explosive damage.
so which it already has because it's beyond 3. But
Okay.
so the turret has to make a hull save against this. I think it has advantage on it.
The heck grenade launcher.
Yep. High explosive concussion. Or heck.
Aw,
HEC,
heck.
heck.
Aw, heck.
Yeah, that's what they say. I love the flavor text I wrote for it.
Nothing that helps it with this. So
A miniaturized rail accelerator in the barrel allows for far-reaching precision fire,
That
and the
is
rotating
a
chamber enables a
failure,
switch
I
between high
think.
explosive and concussive grenades.
yeah, that's a failure.
Oh, I forgot to mention. The concussive grenades are also packed with explosives.
So takes four explosive damage and would be knocked prone. But since it's a turret, it can't be knocked prone, and instead takes 2 AP damage off of that.
It's, however,
But all of
resistant
that
to
is
that.
halved. So instead of 6 damage, it's 3 damage.
Cool.
These
But it has taken 3 damage. Which means it is now going to enter the initiative and fire again. And a clock that ticks down whenever a turret fires ticks down. And the other one is going to try to shoot it. With its rifle. No crit effect, but 4 kinetic damage, halved 2. Oh wait, no, difficulty. And difficulty, it would still hit him with a difficulty die. So, and there's no critical effect, so it doesn't really matter. So 2. All right. And that's their turn. And player character turn. Turret goes. Turret's gonna fire. It's gonna place the shell in a place where it's gonna be able to hit all 3 of those enemies.
Last 2.
Which means it's going to deal an additional 6 damage. So instead of 7, it'll deal 13. It does not have advantage. It doesn't have any accuracy.
Nope.
So it still has difficulty. +4, minus 1d6. But all but the last one hit. So the trooper and the drone
front
next
autopilot?
to it
Yeah.
both take 13 points of damage. Even with the 1 armor on the trooper, it dies.
Yes.
All right. That makes it player character's turn. Or sorry, NPC turn. This autopilot that has lost its friend is going to come over here and try to kill Shani. Actually, just gonna try to hit it. It still has his jetpack.
Oh, hey, there are 2 conscripts left. They can be friends.
They are, but they're not conscripts that were launched together, so they don't act on each other's turn.
Yep.
You are in melee you are in engaged with allies, so it gets 2. Well, no, it's doing the thing where it explodes. It's a 2. 6k1 plus 1.
Miss. Make a whole save.
11.
Fail the whole save. Knock prone.
Knock prone.
What's your save target?
12.
Oh, nice.
Does anything else happen when it gets knocked prone?
Just knock prone.
Is it still able to make a melee attack on you from prone?
I mean, yeah, it can try.
Yeah, I can still do that. It doesn't have any difficulty on it or anything.
It's just it swings the debt back at me and I sweep the leg.
And then it flails the debt back at you.
25.
I will.
There are no crit effects on this.
Yeah.
You are already slowed, by the way, if that matters.
It doesn't.
Okay.
I'm not moving anywhere.
So that is 6 armor piercing explosive damage. And you are slowed and shredded for the second time until the end of your next turn.
Well, I don't have enough Blade Master dice to. I don't have any Blade Master dice, so I can't parry that. And it's not larger than me, so I can't Jaeger dodge it. So instead, I will Fatal Clash.
All right. What does Fatal Clash do?
After damage has been resolved, you and your target each roll a contested hull or agility check, each party choosing which to roll. The loser is knocked prone, takes 1d6 kinetic damage, and is knocked back 3 spaces in a direction chosen by the winner. The winner may then move 3 spaces in any direction, ignoring engagement and not provoking reactions. The loser may immediately take 2 AP kinetic damage to force the contest to be re-rolled. The damage cannot be prevented or reduced in any way. If the result is a tie, the contest immediately ends. Otherwise, the contest continues until one character loses without forcing a reroll or would take structure damage, in which case they immediately lose.
Okay.
So I will choose to make an agility roll.
It's the same either way for it. 5.
I win. Do you choose to force a reroll?
Yeah, he'll take 2 damage to force a reroll.
16.
Because if it loses, it's going to die anyways. So.
Do you choose to force a
Yeah,
reroll?
he'll force a reroll.
25.
It's gonna force a reroll.
Lose again. 8. He might win this one.
Aha!
There it is.
I will choose to force a reroll.
You take 2 damage.
15.
You'll force a reroll.
Does it take structure at this point, or is it still standing?
Still has health points.
10.
11.
I'll take 2 damage and force a reroll. There we go.
It literally dies if it fails, so it's going to take 2 more damage because it's not dead yet, and it still can potentially hurt you.
16.
5.
Nope.
It can't take the extra 2 damage, so it's just going to die. I assuming you're knocking it back into the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
It hurt you on the way out, so that's a victory for it as it dies.
You.
Just that classic sword-on-sword clash, and then you just kick it.
You just go kick it into the water.
There's just a button mashing hot time event right there.
Yeah. Rules of nature.
How much damage did you take?
4.
Okay, and that's including the 6 that you had already taken. That's
10 total. Yeah, counting the 6 that I
10
took
total.
from the explosion.
So that was a. I mean, for a tier 1 conscript enemy, that was a pretty good round. It still died, but you know,
He did his job.
did his job.
I love Fatal Clash so much.
That was goofy. And I loved
Alright,
it.
And now it's the officer's turn.
It was also destroyed on the way out because it took another 3 damage.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, also, I get to move because I won.
No, you don't.
I won the
because you're
clash.
slowed.
Oh right, yeah, I can't move outside of a regular move. That's right, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. The officer's going to shoot you with the assault carbine, but in doing so, it's going to move 2 spaces.
Is the assault carbine reliable?
No.
Cool. And it's moving away from me?
Yeah, but it does not
I will-
provoke. It ignores engagement, doesn't provoke reactions when it does this. So it moves 2 over there and fires. an accuracy because an ally died earlier.
Would Shiny gain cover from the wreck of the pilot?
9
Oh wait, it
misses.
doesn't matter.
No, it's the autopilot's a half. It's not. No, Johnny would not gain cover from that.
Take 2 damage, officer, from the deflection off of my lord stance.
It missed.
Yeah, when it misses, it takes the
when it
deflection
misses.
damage.
Okay. Hang on 1 second.
That's why I like lord stance with my high evasion, because when you miss me with guns, I just hit you.
Yep, that's fair. 2 damage, you said?
Yep, 2 damage.
So 1 damage because it has armor.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the end of that. All right, top of the round, player characters. Andrew, who goes first?
One sec, just double checking a few things. I would like to go if that's alright.
Go for it.
Good to me.
So I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3. Check range. Yep, in range. Good. Quick action to draw back the black jacket bow.
Oh, reaction at the start of your turn, by the way, to issue a command. Phoenix, the officer has exposed itself. Take your shot.
Already on it.
Hand you a leadership die.
Cool. I will quite happily use that to shoot
You can
the
either
officer.
add it to accuracy, or because I'm leadership 3, you can also add it to damage if you want.
Ooh.
I will add it to accuracy, I think. This already does a good bit of damage.
Right.
Just double checking. You know what? Sure. I want this guy dead. So, with an accuracy, we're going to shoot the officer with the drawn back profile. And get a 12.
Well hit.
Does a 12 hit, Sam?
Hit the officer? Sorry, I got distracted by things. Yes, 12 hits the officer.
Cool. I will also expend one of my black jacket arrows to use Hyperdense Penetrator, which deals an extra 6 kinetic damage, an extra 6 bonus damage, and until the end of his next turn, he is shredded.
So, 17 kinetic damage and the target is shredded.
Did you add the command die to the attack or to the damage?
Yeah, to the attack roll.
Okay, so
that's why I got
Only
the
reason to
12.
hit.
I know.
Yeah.
It would have hit even without it.
No, it would have been a 7 without the die.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that
I
would
got as much on the d20 as I did the d6.
So 17 damage. It still gets its armor against this initial damage, but then it's shredded out of that, correct?
Yes.
So 16 damage. All right. Still up, but damn.
That's not going to help. Okay. Move, half moved. Quick action to draw back, quick action to fire. And then I go back around the corner again.
Step out, plunk, step back.
All right.
The tactic.
NPC turn.
Phoenix of Valkyrie nailed the bastard, but he's still moving.
Oh, don't worry, he won't be soon.
This trooper's gonna go. He's gonna take a step back, which
Which will
you do your
provoke
thing.
a Overwatch. Do I want to Overwatch Overwatch him, or do I want to hold on to that if he tries to hit me? I'm just gonna Overwatch him. Hit him with the Terashima Blade. 11.
That hits. He is going to use his reaction to hunker down. So he's going to gain resistance to the damage from this hit.
It's fine. You can't reduce 1 below 1.
All right. 1 damage. No damage because armor 1.
Fair enough.
All right. And he's taking another step back over here because he's adjacent to an allied character. So he can get an advantage as he tries to shoot you with his high impact rounds. Or accuracy, I should say. He's going to miss, though.
I will deflect the shot into the officer again.
Well, hang on. The officer is going to use his ability to use his reaction for Voice of Authority to make him reroll that attack.
Okay. Still miss.
Still
I
miss,
deflect
though.
the shot into the officer.
2 damage to the officer. And he's shredded right now, so it takes the full 2. Still up. Alright, and that's his turn. Player characters. Who's going next, Andrew?
Who is going next? Oh, right. The cover that I had provided from my shroud missiles is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Which does leave Fury in the open. However,
I don't
Shiny
think
is
Fury's all anyone's target right now. I think it's all
However-
staring at me.
However, Shiny is also very much more in the open right now, so would you like to potentially reduce the number of people looking at you?
I would, very much.
Go ahead.
Oh. Step over here, because I'm still slowed. And I will take my... with my protocol at the beginning of my action, I'll switch to Troll Stance. Just because I've been failing to do any damage with this shit. And then I will skirmish into... Actually, does slow have your movement at all?
No, it just means the only movement you can make is your standard move when
So
you're
I still have my speed of 8, so
So
I'm
you
gonna
can't
actually
burst or
go
anything like
the
that,
full
yeah.
all the way over. I'm actually gonna step into the Hystinian officer's space because he's larger than me, and I can do that with Giant Killer. And while occupying the same space as any character, I gain soft cover even from that character.
Okay.
And then I will attack him with the Terashima Blade. 8 probably misses.
That is a miss.
I will take my first overcharge to try that again. 12 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I had accuracy on the first attack I made. 1 second. I might not need to do that. 13 to hit, so I didn't need to do that.
That hits, right.
Gotta remember that I'm a blade master, and this is a main melee weapon. So I get a immediately after I hit with a melee attack, I can spend a blade master die. Okay, yeah. Andrew, what are the rules on ramming?
Let's see here. Compendium, action economy, ram.
The officer takes 9 AP. Not that it matters because he's shredded, but 9 damage.
All right.
Make a melee
he
attack.
Takes his first structure damage.
You basically just make a melee attack, and if it hits, then they get knocked prone, and you can choose to knock them back 1 space directly away.
Does the Atlas have anything about being able to ram larger people?
Yes, it counts as size 1 for ram and grapple.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, because you have to ram, you can only ram things the same size or smaller than you.
Do
Yeah.
NPCs that have more than one
So
structure
I
point
will
do the structure rolls? that. Amcon, do you have answers?
In the compendium under reference.
Reference. It doesn't actually tell me if NPCs have to roll on that as well.
Oh, if they have more than one structure, then yes, they roll on the same structure tables as we
Okay.
do.
Good. Then roll a d6. Gets a 5. Glancing blow. It's impaired till the end of its next turn.
And then I will spend that Blade Master die that I just earned.
Oh, whoops. Fix your. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, I adjusted his. Sorry. Because you're in his space, it's hard for me to grab him.
Yeah.
Are you moving him?
I'm not. I not yet. First, I am ramming him. I'm going to make a melee attack on my turn. I will spend a Blade Master die to immediately ram my target as a free action after the attack is resolved. So, 14. I hit him. I knock him prone. And I will push him one space closer to the edge, and then step into his space again. And then I will actually overcharge to get that second swing now that he's prone. +2 plus 1d6 for accuracy. That's a critical hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will use finishing blow, so I'll get an extra plus 1d6 bonus damage here. So I will roll 4d6, keep 2 plus 3. So this is a critical hit. So he takes another 9 damage.
All right.
And I think that is the turn. Wait, do I have something else? I still technically have one quick action. Do I want to do something with it? You can do a thing that you've already done as a free action with your quick action, because free actions don't
Yes,
follow
free
that
actions
rule.
ignore the repeat action rule.
Do I want to just ram the officer into the water?
I say do it.
I'm in favor.
I mean, I've got an accuracy on him for the ram because he's prone.
Yeah, exactly.
I ram the officer into the water.
I was trying to look at the ram action. It's part of grappling, right?
Ram and grapple are two different actions.
Right. Oh, there it is.
It's on page 70.
You can ram creatures that are larger than you.
I count as size 1 for rams and
Okay.
grapples
Okay.
because I have giant killer as the atlas.
Yep. Okay.
I can't ram things that are size 2, but I can ram things
him
that are
into the
size
water.
1.
Unlike the autopaths, he doesn't die automatically because he can get out of the water.
Yep. That said, he is still, down a level and probably needs to climb.
And he's prone.
And he's prone, so he's going to be just first trying to not be prone.
Yeah, he's down there for a little bit. NPC turn.
Hang on, I still have more move.
Okay.
Because I've only used 4 of my 8. I will use the remaining 4 to step into the trooper's space.
Officer gets up. Is going to boost to jump up to the ledge. And is going to call in an airstrike.
I do love that turn essentially equated to like strike down into like forcing it into the ground and then just shoulder check it while stabbing it into the water.
You hear turret fire as one of the turrets is trying to aim and lock onto a fast flying vehicle that just overhead. As it flies by, it's going to make 3 attacks, one at all 3 of you because it can hit you as it goes.
Mm-hmm. I have a question.
Yes.
Does this have line of sight to me?
It's going over you, so yes.
Darn.
It's a flyby. Basically the officer has the ability to call in air support, which it is doing.
Yep.
But a 6 misses Shani.
I will deflect the attack into the trooper, deal 2 damage to the trooper. All right, I'm not in Lord stance anymore. Never mind.
Yeah, you're not in Lord stance.
If I was still in Lord stance, that would be hilarious. You just deflect your airstrike into your dude.
Does a 14 hit Mara?
Let's see. Okay.
Even though it misses, you
Yes.
still take. It does reliable 2 plus knockback 1.
Yeah,
so
it hits me.
Shawnee, you take 2 points of 2 points of explosive damage, and are knocked back 1.
I will Jaeger dodge that to take 1 damage.
Alright. Mara, you take 5 points of explosive damage and are knocked back 1.
Okay.
Make an agility save.
Also, because I Jaeger dodged, I can move 3 spaces in any direction. Ignores engagement, doesn't provoke actions. I'm stepping back into the trooper space.
Right, yes, because you're no longer slowed.
Yep.
16.
Right, you managed to just keep from falling off the edge there, so you're not.
Oh,
dropped in the water.
good.
You do take 5 points of damage, though. And
That would
for
be
Andrew,
embarrassing.
an 8.
Miss.
So reliable 2. You do take 2 points of explosive damage, though, even though it misses.
Yep.
That's just. All right, that's its turn. Ally's turn. Shawnee, who's going next?
The only one left is, I think, in this round is Fury right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because I went first this round, so.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I am going to move here because how dare you move me from my line? And I'm going to send a Ferris Slash at the one next to Shawnee there.
All right, what do I have to do with that?
Agility save, please.
2.
Into the water it goes.
Yep. 5 spaces in the direction of my choice. It's going straight in there.
All right. All of the autopilots are down. It's just the officer and the trooper left.
All right.
I think both of them have already gone.
Yeah.
I can actually move up here, and then I'm within range of a tech attack, which I would like to try and do.
All right.
Because that sounds fun.
Because I hit him with that second attack, by the way, I forgot that I have rank 1 of Nuclear Cavalier. They also take 2 heat.
Okay.
Actually, I would like to lock on to that. So I don't think that's actually a save or anything. Yeah.
It's not
Yep.
an attack at all. It just happens.
Nope. It just happens. So I would like to lock on. So that one's marked.
All
You
right.
can get +1 accuracy if you would like. All right. That's it for me. I'm staying put where I am. I'm going to go back with the rest of my movement.
All right, and that's a new round, which means it is NPC turns. Because you were the last one to go. So the officer is going to go first.
Ooh.
And he is going to use, as a protocol, he is going to use his quick march ability. Who's going to let that trooper boost. So that trooper is going to boost. Once I can grab him. Will provoke Overwatch. 4 over here.
I will elect not to overwatch that.
All right. And then he is going to 5 rounds rapid and have himself and the trooper skirmish you.
That's why.
16 to hit you.
Miss.
All right. And the trooper 21 to hit
That
you.
one hits.
All right. He's using his. This is the one that attacked with a knife and then reloaded. All right. So you're going to take 10 AP kinetic damage.
Because this is a new round, I will Jaeger dodge to reduce that to 5.
Good plan.
I am still going to, however, end up with structure damage taken, which turns up as a glancing blow. I am impaired till the end of my next turn.
Okay, but that was both of their turns taken at the same time. So player character's turn. Mara, who's going next? Who's going first?
Johnny, you're close. Let's have you go.
All right. I will remain in troll stance.
You are no longer slowed as well.
Yes, I wasn't slowed at the end of my turn.
Right.
I'll remain in troll stance. I'll step over. Actually, I'll step all the way into the officer's space. I will attack with the. I will actually also on this turn use as a protocol activate my bloodline active assist for final hunt. I move an additional space whenever I voluntarily move for any reason. I benefit from soft cover at all times, no matter where I am. I can hide even in the open without requiring cover.
Okay.
And the only way to reveal me is for another character to search for me or for me to lose hidden as usual by boosting, attacking, or forcing a save and so on. Once per round, I'm going to make a melee range attack while hidden. My target will make a whole save or be knocked prone. This takes place before the attack is rolled. I'm not hidden right now, so that's fine. But I am going to attack with the Terashima Blade. 20 plus 2 plus 1d6 for Blade Master. 16 to hit.
Hits.
Get a Blade Master die. Deal 1d6 plus 3. 7 AP kinetic damage to the officer.
All right.
He also takes 2 heat from that as well because of Nuclear Cavalier, because I'm still in the danger zone.
All right.
And then I will, as a quick action, as my other quick action, just ram him.
Okay.
Or miss.
Miss.
Doesn't hit. Oh, I forgot to roll a d6. Because I took a structure damage and I have a custom paint job. It didn't do anything. Cool.
Yep. Anything else in your turn?
That's it.
All right, who's going next after you?
Gotta be me.
Yep.
I mean, Fury.
Well, either you or Fury.
Either you or Fury.
But I will
I
go with
thought-
you first.
I thought Fury already took her turn.
No,
No,
new round.
No.
I was
This new round.
I was
Oh.
first.
All right then.
Top of the round.
My bad.
Fury was last.
Right. Yes, of course. Last in the previous round.
Yes.
Yep. My apologies.
When
do
there
I
are
still
few
begin?
enemies, it gets close together.
Hmm. Right. So my turn then?
Yep.
Okay. I think at this point I need to get a bit closer since they are.
Considering how long this fight is going to last, I probably should have gone with the Valor just for the regeneration.
Oh well.
2, 3, 4, 5. Go to there. Fly 3.
You don't know
2,
how many enemies are going to be in each wave, but yeah. But you do know there are going to be multiple waves.
and 6. Moving to there. And because the Black Jacket bow has arcing, it doesn't require line of sight. So I would very much like that officer to go away. So I'm going to draw back and fire from my position. That's a crit.
Yeah.
Eat it. Roll another. You might get two. You might get box cars, or you might get another 6 in there. So
So
roll
it doesn't
2 more
require
d6.
line of sight, but it is still affected by cover, so you do have a difficulty on that.
Okay, so then it's just a.
It's just 18 to hit then. So not a crit.
Yes, it's a. Oh wait, hang on.
Yeah, because you just removed.
I have
one.
erred. I left the accuracy on.
Okay. That would be if you were treating that as a negative instead of a positive. It would be 13 to hit, which still hits.
Yeah, you just invert it. So 13. Yeah, would still hit. So
14 damage.
Yes, 14 because that's the standard damage, doesn't account for criticals.
it is going to go to 0, but it's going to use its reaction for True Grit, and it is going to go to 1 instead of 0.
Well, all right then.
It's all right. Now it's now it's Fury's turn to kill it. I guess.
Oh boy.
Sounds about right.
All
but
right.
I'm-
You have further movement to do. Before
I
that?
am not done yet. I would
Yeah.
like to take my first overcharge to boost to
Get in cover.
here.
Yeah.
All right. Now Fury's turn.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna boost to get over there, and then I'm gonna stab him.
Does your shield go away when you leave it?
No.
No, it does not.
Okay,
It goes away if I deploy it again.
gotcha.
Or
Yeah.
at the end of the scene.
Yep. So
You got 10 movement, so you can get all the way over to adjacent to the officer.
Oh yeah, I'll go right there.
The officer's the one I'm standing on.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
also the one I shot.
And I have a charge blade. Let's
Pick him up.
see here. There it is. 13?
A 13 hits.
Sweet. 5 energy.
All right. He's gonna take another structure damage and reset his health. This time he rolls 2d6. Keeping 1. Does it keep the lowest one or the highest one?
You keep the lowest.
1.
That's bad.
Direct hit. The result has different outcomes depending on how much structure damage your mech has remaining. 1 or fewer, your mech is destroyed. So yep, that mech is destroyed. You skip you skip his 3rd structure damage.
I hit just right at a joint or something.
All right.
And that is it for me.
All right. It's the end of the stream, but there's only one enemy left. His turn's going to go real quick, and I imagine he's going to die real quick. So we're just going to go ahead and power through this last round, so that we can start next time with the first reinforcement phase. So let's go ahead and just have him do his thing. He can't fire his gun right now. So he is going to... Actually, yeah. He's going to step back and take attacks opportunity.
Yep. Full stance still, so... Is it the first thing I'm making a round or a turn? On my turn, okay. So yeah, I just want to get the automatic accuracy here. I miss. I don't know why that GM rolled, but okay.
Yeah. You GM rolled the last couple of things as well.
All right.
Still didn't see those come up.
13.
13 hits. For 6 AP
6.
damage. All right.
Yes.
And then he is going to lob a grenade launcher at the two of you. He's going to lob a grenade at the two of you using his underslung grenade launcher.
That's rude.
An 18 for Shani and a 6 for Mara.
That misses.
18, I believe, hits, though, for Shani. So you take 4 explosive damage.
I will have that to do with the Jaeger dodge.
All right. That's its turn. Player
And
characters. Who is going first, Mara?
I'd like to. I'm gonna
Alright.
try and stab him.
Alright.
I'm just doing the same thing over and over again.
Go ahead.
So it's working.
It is working. I like it. Okay.
Actually, I should note,
Yes.
because I might not have had to Jaeger dodge or take any damage there. I have soft cover at all times. So roll a d6 to subtract from the one that hit me.
That's fair. So
That
actually,
misses.
Missed. Never mind.
I take no damage. But I also don't move into its space.
All right. So go ahead, Mara.
All right. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Aha!
You have to-
Roll another d3. You might get a 3 out of that.
You do have to move, but yeah.
Yeah, because when you crit, you get to roll an extra. You get to roll twice and keep the better ones.
Okay. What do I roll?
Just roll another d3.
D3.
D3?
If you get a 3, it'll do 6 damage instead of 5. No, still 5.
Yeah.
So 5. All right. Who's going after you?
Now, Valkyrie.
Yep.
I softened him up for you.
We're gonna
Sort
play
of-
this
sort
song
of
and dance again.
Oh, but yeah, I just sort of I loosened the lid,
Uh,
etc., etc., etc.
we will take a swing. This one does get the accuracy. 18 to hit,
It's
dealing 5
Oh, I
AP
should be
kinetic
doing
damage.
that. Oh well.
and it's dead. And as the last of the current round of troopers goes down, you do hear the sound of incoming drops as more mechs approach from the sky.
I will just make the note here that I'm using my second quick action on this turn to hide while no one is here.
That's fair. And we will pick up with the next round of reinforcements next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.